Salmon can be cooked so many different ways, but I bet you've never had a cedar plank Sriracha salmon. It's a super easy recipe. Let's get cooking with style. What I like about this Sriracha paste or marinade is that you can also use it on like chicken or maybe some pork if you'd like. The ingredients, super simple. Obviously, the #1 ingredient, Sriracha sauce. And I've said this before, but supposedly this stuff is supposed to kind of dry up over the summer. There's our lime juice, and then our soy sauce. You can use the low sodium if you'd like. And then we've got paprika, garlic, ginger, brown sugar. And we're just gonna mix this all together, and I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil in there, maybe about a tablespoon plus, and we'll just mix this all together. And so you can see this is pretty straightforward, and this will be the paste or marinade glaze that we put over the top. So what I want you to do with your salmon is we're gonna leave the fillet whole. And the other thing I want you to do is leave the skin on. The reason for that is there's a nice little layer of fat between the flesh and the skin right there. I've soaked my cedar plank overnight. Now they say 30 minutes. I like it overnight. So we'll take our salmon, we'll put it in the center like that. I'm gonna leave the fillet whole, but for ease of serving, what I'm gonna do is score it right now. So you just take your knife, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll score that like that, not all the way through. And this will give you your 4 portions. And now we'll take our paste and we're just gonna put this over the top. And what I'll do with this is I will then from here take it and put it out on the grill. Now I've got my grill at high right now, but we will lower the heat once we go on. And I'm gonna have extra sauce here. You're gonna want that because you want it to be a little bit of a dipping sauce to go with your salmon. So as you can see, this has got a nice coating, a nice glaze over it. So from here, let's head out to the grill and get things going. So I've got this grill cranking. It's at 600 degrees right now. Just the 2 burners in the center. I'm gonna put this right there, back center. I'm gonna lower the heat to low and then close the lid. This should take about 8 to 10 minutes. It's been about 10 minutes. We're regulating the temperature right around 450 degrees. If your grill needs to be turned up, turn it up a little bit. Now let's take a look at this salmon. One way to tell if it's done the way you want, you see how soft and pliable that is? This is kind of medium rare on the inside, so we're gonna give this about another 3 or 4 minutes. All right, the salmon is done. I've got my special spatula, AKA cookie sheet. Let's take this off the grill and go put this on a plate and serve it up. All right, be careful because this wood is still hot. Let's transfer this up to my cutting board. All right. I'm gonna take the knife and run it down our pre-made cuts right there, like so. And then I'm gonna take my knife and run it underneath the first one. And we'll get these on there, and then the rest should come right off, like so. You see how I'm leaving that skin behind? And we'll get this last one. You're gonna have, some people are gonna like that end cut, kind of like prime rib, you know, it's a little bit crustier on the end. Get this out of the way. Now we've got our sauce here. I'm gonna take a little bit of this and drizzle it around, and then there'll be a little extra for everyone that wants to dip some sauce in there. And then we're gonna take some scallions, the green onion part, the onion part, the green part of the green onion, a little cilantro over the top. This is just, the fragrances, the oils from these particular herbs here will then be released. And then we'll just kind of scatter some limes around the edge to dress it all up, because the limes and the cilantro, that Sriracha sauce on that salmon. You know, a lot of people are saying, you know, salmon is kind of fishy. If you try this dish, I think they're gonna change their mind. A Sriracha salmon on a cedar plank. If you'd like this recipe, go to our website, cbsa.com/recipes. Enjoy.